all this community, this home itself is built in 2021. There are some good neighborhoods on Cambridge on the southern end. That area definitely falls within the boundary of the city, but anything inside this is outside of the city boundary. You could find some detached homes in this price range too. This patch particularly has been developed in the last 5 years, so Highway 401, Highway 8, shopping options, even Kitchener, everything is like less than 10 minutes from here. This is where our journey began when we first moved from Mississauga to Cambridge. If you are a commuter, I feel like this is a dream come true living in Cambridge, because 401 from here, guys, it's like 3 minutes from this part of neighborhood. So you have been thinking of moving to Cambridge, Ontario, and you're wondering what can you really find here in Cambridge in the range of 600,000 to 700,000 as of late summer, early fall. Then stay tuned, because right here in this video, I'm going to show you around 4 different homes ranging from low, mid to high 600,000 to give you guys a really good idea as to what you can really find here in Cambridge for that 600,000 to 700,000 price point. So stay tuned and let's dive right into it. And just in case if this is your first time to the channel and you're wondering who am I, my name is Dixit. I'm a local real estate agent serving Kitchener, Waterloo, and surrounding towns. I've helped many families relocate in and around Kitchener, Waterloo, and I absolutely love it. So whether you're thinking of moving in 9 days or 9 months, be sure to reach out. You can call me, text me, email me, or even schedule a Zoom call. All the info is right below in the description. I'll be more than happy to help you and family make a smooth move in and around Kitchener, Waterloo. So this first home I wanted to show you guys is this 3-story townhome that you see right behind me. That sold literally 3 weeks ago for 625,000. I'll tell you what you're looking at. Basically, you're looking at a 3-story layout featuring 2 bedrooms and 2 washrooms, and you are looking at about 1,350 square feet of living space. Mind you though, it's a 3-story layout, so as you can see, there's a garage, there's an entrance next to it, you have a foyer, utility room, all that on that main level, and then you go upstairs where you have your living, dining, and kitchen, and of course a 2-piece powder room. And as you head upstairs for another flight of stairs, that's where you will find on the 3rd level 2 bedrooms as well as a 5-piece ensuite. I mean, the home is gorgeous. All this community, this home itself is built in 2021, so especially if you're looking for something in the low 600 that's not too old, I feel like this is a great option. The only thing you have to keep in mind with this 3-story layouts, you don't get to have the basement, so you will lose out on the basement living space. The other option you can find in this price point, if you're not picky on the age, so let's say if you're okay to go something older, and when I say older, like 40-50 years old, then there are some good neighborhoods on Cambridge on the southern end where you can find I'll give you an example. There was a townhome that was sold, freehold townhome, about 1,100 square feet of above ground living space, and then had a 400 square feet finished basement, so around 1,500 square feet including basement. That sold for 625. So home though was built in 1977. If you look at the inside pictures, I mean, equally good home. It's definitely a turnkey for a first-time home buyer. Now, one thing worth noting here though is that, as you can see, this is a whole private community, so there is a POTL fee of $140 a month that basically takes care of this common area maintenance, the landscaping, the snow removal during those winter months, and of course the garbage collection, because as you can see, that area definitely falls within the boundary of the city, but anything inside this is outside of the city boundary, so that's where your $140 a month will go into. But now you do have some idea. I mean, you could find some detached homes in this price range too, but just be careful about the neighborhoods where those detached are located. You may not find a lot of good options for the detached unless you plan on doing some renovations as you move into. So not a lot of turnkey options you will find in some of the good neighborhoods of Cambridge in this low 600 price point. I would rather stick with something like a townhome. If you have to go for detached, I would say definitely go for slightly higher. Extend your budget if you can into the mid to high 600, so at least you can find some decent options. But the neighborhood, let me tell you a bit about it. We are in the Maple Grove neighborhood, so we are kind of on the northwest end of Cambridge, and gorgeous neighborhood. This patch particularly has been developed in the last 5 years, so Highway 401, Highway 8, shopping options, even Kitchener. I mean, everything is like less than 10 minutes from here, and that's what the best part of this neighborhood is. The only thing that would be far for you if you have to go to the southern end of Cambridge, like Galt and those areas, well, that could be a little bit of a drive, but everything you need on your day-to-day basis, it's very close from this particular community. So that's what I love about it. But now we do have some idea about what you can find in the low 600. I'm gonna head back to my car, drive around this community. It's gorgeous. I can tell you, you will definitely love it. And then I'll see you at my second stop. That's gonna be in the mid 600,000. So stay tuned and let's get right there. All right, so this next home I wanted to show you guys is in the mid 600, and that's the one you see right behind me. Take a look at this two-story townhome that you see that is sold for $655,000 just about a couple of weeks ago. I'll tell you what the home actually features. So you're looking at about 3 bedroom, 1.5 washroom. So 1 full washroom on the second level, and then you have 1/2 washroom in the basement that is finished. You are looking at close to 1,300 square feet overall above ground, and then you do have another 450 square feet of finished basement space that has a 2-piece washroom as well as a rec room. Now, this home is built in the 1998. I'm in the East Hespeler town line neighborhood of Cambridge, and majority of the construction you will find here is gonna be late 90s and early 2000s, but not much after that. I mean, especially nothing after 2005 in this part of Cambridge. I'm still on the north end of Cambridge. If you are a commuter, I feel like this is a dream come true living in Cambridge, because 401 from here, guys, it's like 3 minutes from this part of neighborhood. And to tell you the truth, actually, this is where our journey began when we first moved from Mississauga to Cambridge, and we actually moved right here in this neighborhood when we bought our first townhome. So this neighborhood definitely has a special place in my heart, but I can definitely vouch for this neighborhood. And all the neighborhoods I'm showing you today, I mean, those are the neighborhoods that do come on the top of list for me. If I have to live with my family on any given day, I would definitely consider some of those neighborhoods. So that's the 650 you are looking at, mid 600. Beautiful home. The only thing you have to keep in mind, this home does not have a washroom on the main floor. And you know what? We had that same issue in our first home when we moved into Cambridge. In this neighborhood, especially late 90s, early 2000s, a lot of these layouts, you will find not having a washroom on the main floor. So nowadays that can become a problem for many people. I mean, especially if you have guests coming in, they will either have to go to the basement or go to the second level to use the washroom. So just keep those things in mind when you look at and do showings for this home. Just pay close attention if there is a space where you could potentially add a washroom on the main level. If not, you have to just keep those things in mind before you make a decision on buying some of these homes. But now you do have some good idea about what you can find in the mid 600,000. Like I said, the neighborhood itself, gorgeous, very close to all the amenities like groceries. I mean, Hespeler Road, which is the main street where you can find all the shopping and dining options in Cambridge, is like about less than 5 minutes from this part of the neighborhood. So very good location, very good neighborhood, very good house as well. But that's what you're looking at in the mid 6. I am going to show you around this neighborhood, and then I have one semi that I picked for you that's sold recently for high 600,000. You will not find a lot of semi-detached homes here in Cambridge, especially on the northern end, but I have actually picked one that I found. So I thought it would be a good idea to show you guys. So stay tuned as I head there and I will show you around. So let's get right there. Alright, so this third home I wanted to show you guys is the one that sold for high 600,000, and that's the semi that you see right behind me. The one on the right is the one we are looking at. I'll tell you a little bit about this particular home. It's a 2-story layout. The home itself is built in the 1987, and it's a 3-bedroom, 3 washroom. So they have 2 full washroom and 1/2 washroom. On the main level, they have a powder room. Second level, they have 3 bedrooms as well as 1 full washroom. And then they do have a finished basement featuring additional 590 square feet. So close to 600 square feet of finished basement with a rec room as well as a 3-piece washroom with a shower. So pretty good layout. What I do like about this house is, although it's older, you're looking at about 134 feet deep lot, and that gives you pretty big backyard space. So if you are someone looking in this price range and having a big size backyard or a lot size is a requirement for you, then this could be a good option for you, unlike some of the townhomes that we saw earlier. Because I can tell you, the townhomes may not give you as much of a front and backyard space. It's mostly pretty standard lot size for most of those townhomes, but unlike that, something like this in the high 600 could be a good option. And if you look at the pictures of the home from inside, I mean, the home is very well maintained. Right now, this home is located in the Hespeler village, though still on the northern end of Cambridge. In case you're wondering why I'm still in the north, well, I am going to show you guys around the southern end of Cambridge in my next video. That's going to be in the range of 700,000 to 800,000. So we'll talk about that part of Cambridge in my next video, so stay tuned for that. But this Hespeler village neighborhood is where you will find an ample simple older construction like homes built into the 70s and 80s. You will find a lot of detached and bungalow style homes like located on larger lots, and good layout actually. A lot of split level homes as well here in the Hespeler village. And you know, there is a cute little downtown of Hespeler village very next to where I am right now. So if you're ever in Cambridge, then be sure to check that out as well. I mean, you will definitely enjoy those boutique shops and nice cute little downtown we have here on the northern end of Cambridge. But that's your high 600,000 option in case you're looking for something freehold and something slightly older but located on a good sized lot. Now, in case you are someone who is rather looking for a newer home and you're wondering what are your options in this high 600,000, well, my next stop is where I'm heading is just a 1-year-old home, and it's a beautiful home. So I'll show you that what you can find a rather newer construction in this high 6 low 700,000 price point. I will show you around this neighborhood and we'll see you right there. Right, so this last home I wanted to show you guys is the one that you actually see right behind me. This is the end unit townhome that's built literally 1 year ago in 2023, and that's recently sold like 3 weeks ago, again for 700,000. I'll tell you what you're looking at. So it's a 3-story layout. You're looking about 1,640 square feet of above ground living space. Of course, it's a 3-story layout, so it does not have a basement space, but very decent layout. You're looking at 3 bedroom, 2 full washroom, and then it has 2 half washrooms. So right as you enter on that foyer area, you have a powder room. You head upstairs where you have your living, dining, kitchen, and another 2-piece washroom. And then you head to the 3rd level. That's where you have 3 generously sized bedroom, master bedroom, or what we also call primary bedroom with an ensuite. And then you're also looking at another 2 bedrooms, very decent size, and another 4-piece washroom. So very, very good layout. Mind you though, again, a condo town community, so there is a POTL fee of $212 in this particular community. We are still on the northwest end of Cambridge, and this is again all the newer construction you can see right around me. Like this whole community, even as I drive by, you will get a feel and the vibe. But if you are rather looking for something that's built within last 5 years, I can tell you there are not a lot many options. The other community I can name on the southern end is Westwood Village. I've actually done a video tour of that entire community. They're building close to 5,000 homes there. So that's one option. And then on the northern end of Cambridge, this is going to be likely some of the options you can look into. In this high 6, low 700,000, the other option you could look is another freehold townhomes. It may not be as new, but you will be looking at something in East Hespeler or the town line area, somewhere in the range of 700,000. There are 2-story layouts offering 12 to 1,300 square feet. That's another option. Or if you are looking at a rather detached, then I can tell you, you will have to probably go with an older constructions, maybe into the 70s and the 80s, but nothing after that. So that's to give you a good idea as to what you can find if you are able to extend all the way to 700,000. These are a few options we are looking at. Now, I hope you do have a good understanding about your options in this price range. And if you did get some value, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and tap on the bell so YouTube knows that I'm doing a somewhat good job here. And nonetheless, if you are thinking of moving to Cambridge, Kitchener, or Waterloo within 9 days or 9 months, be sure to reach out. All the info is right below. I'll be more than happy to help you and family make a smooth move in and around Kitchener, Waterloo. Until next time, well, I do hope to show you around town.